Nazi Germany, the United States, and India all reduced Jews, African Americans, and Dalits to an undifferentiated mass of nameless, faceless scapegoats. Millennia ago, Dalits were called the untouchables of India, and forced into the degrading work of manual scavenging, the practice of cleaning excrement from toilets and open drains by hand in exchange for leftover food. The only thing that they have to protect their bodies is oil, each other, and their prayers. To refuse is to invite severe punishment or death. This persists to this day. The trade and sale of African people demolished communities, obliterated families, and tore flesh from spirit. Human beings were tortured to death and thrown overboard on slave ships during the Middle Passage. Upon their arrival at the concentration camps, Jews were stripped of the clothing of their former lives. Their heads were shaved. Distinguishing features like sideburns or red hair were deleted from them. They were no longer personalities to engage with. They became a single mass, purposely easier for SS officers to distance themselves from. Indian activists explained that the manual scavenger is not a form of employment, but an injustice akin to slavery. It is one of the most prominent forms of discrimination against Dalits, and it is central to the violation of their human rights, to their dehumanization. Through violent storms at sea, starvation, mutilation, and rape, black people were stacked and squeezed into the hulls of ships to be sold into further unfathomable terror. Their bodies did not belong to them, but to the dominating caste to do with however it wished. No longer daughter of a fisherman or a nephew of the midwife. Loving mothers, headstrong nephews, dedicated bakers and watchmakers, all merged into a single mass of undifferentiated bodies, no longer seen as humans deserving empathy, but as objects over whom control could be exerted. They were no longer people. They were numbers. Dehumanized. Now a soulless animal. Not human. It is harder to dehumanize a single person standing in front of you. Harder to dehumanize an individual you've gotten the chance to know. Which is why people and groups who seek power and division don't bother with dehumanizing an individual. Better to attach a stigma, a taint of pollution, to an entire group. Dehumanize the group, and you've successfully dehumanized every individual person within it.
Racism is not the same as caste, because race does not matter in order for the system to work.